Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tier 2 pre-show. We did this last night in Tier 1. If you didn't watch that one, we just have a bit of a chat, a little bit of a preview for the race, what's been happening in 7GR and all that things. And we have a couple of drivers on joining us tonight as well, which is the current Tier 2 champion, Vaughan, and the former Tier 2 Season 4 champion, Joel. So how are you two boys doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, good, not bad.
Yeah, good. So we'll talk about the race first. Obviously, Vaughan, you've got a very good record around here. It's one of your best tracks, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think
One of your
it's two
favourites.
wins. But it's not. I don't think it's my favourite anymore. To be honest, after doing that practice session, Sector 2 is not the one.
Yeah, 2 wins and a pole position here in your three tier 2 races here. So pretty good. But also a stat I was looking at earlier for this tier was the points per race. Vaughan, you're on 11.67, Joel 10.91, and Hasbro 10.46. So like all the drivers who are over 20 races.
Nice and close.
Just shows how close this
very
tier
close
2 is. It's probably one of my favourite tiers to watch because it is so close between all the drivers. I think.
Yeah,
anyone.
It's looking like a very competitive season this season.
I think it's the most
I reckon.
sociable tier as well, to be fair. Everyone seems to
Sociable.
be chatting
Yeah.
most days in the chat, so.
I don't know where the music is fresh. I think I turned it down a little bit. Might have been a bit too loud. But anyway, yeah. So you said the practice session was a bit tough. What's that? The new patches is.
Yeah, me and Joel were struggling on Sector 2, on the S section. Time trial it's alright, but on the race it's horrific.
It's the
Oh,
hard and soft tyres mainly. Not soft,
Yeah.
mediums. Softs weren't too bad. But
Yeah,
it's
the
just,
understeer and this new patch is not very good. You had an extra day to prepare though compared to Tier 1 yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's talk about the title contenders then. Obviously, you two are involved, being former champions and former runners-up. Joel couldn't quite catch one last season.
nope.
Have you got any other contenders in mind that you might be worried about, Joel?
After that practice
Start with
session,
Joel.
if he can keep it up, Muddy Warrior, I believe, topped it at the end. Although Thomas seems to have found pace again, so he could probably be up there.
Yeah, I did have Muddy Warrior on my contender list as well. He's had a few poles last season, and he did show good pace, but he did disconnect from a few, which probably ruined his chances to win a race. But what about you, Yvonne? Any ones you're worried about? Got Charlie.
Yeah, I was going to say
Quite
Charlie.
a good fight.
Charlie and Isaac look like a strong team for the constructors. Joel and Winnets look like a strong team. For drivers, I would say Thomas as well. Look at his time trial and how we did in that practice session.
Yeah, mate. Well, I haven't seen Thomas drive in an equal car. I've raced him in another league, ROL, with we play realistic cars. But the former Tier 1 champion, ×3, may be back.
I think he's warming up to that wheel nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he likes the new game. Other ones I have on my list is obviously Hasbo. He's if he can keep the consistency, he's always up there usually in the qualifying and early on in the race. But for some reason or another, he just can't quite get it over the line sometimes. He's only one win last season, but the season before that he had a very good season, didn't he? I think he joined halfway through that one, did he? picked up a few wins.
Is that the season where Finn won the championship in Tier 2?
And that was Adam winning that one.
Oh, right.
It could be right actually. The first season he was here, Hasbro. Yeah, he got 3 wins in his first season in Tier 2. And yeah, that was right. Finley won that season. Another contender I have down as well, Finley, if he can regain his form. But we do have a couple of new potential challenges. I did have some written down, but they're not racing tonight. Like Unknown, the current Tier 3 champion. He showed really good pace in Tier 3 last season.
There's like OWR Hypers as well.
Yeah, I raced
Yeah,
a social race with him the other night, and he was quite quick.
Yeah, I think he'll be up there as well. And also I got K's down as well as sort of like a wonder watch, because it's quite unfair to judge him on last season, because obviously it was clear he had like internet problems.
Yeah.
He was like desynced pretty much
Yeah.
the whole race.
Still done well in the constructors with Rhino though, I thought.
Yeah, he did.
They're a good team.
But I think, well, you showed last season, Vaughan, that consistency is key. You had 8 podiums out of the 10 races,
Yeah.
and that is what ultimately won you the title. Only 1 pole position as well, so it shows how good you are in the race.
Shows how quick
Actually
Rhino
saying
was.
Yeah. Well, actually saying that there's 9 different pole sitters 8 different pole sitters last season. Different drivers, which is the most ever, I think, in any tier.
Might be looking to beat that this season with 15 rounds.
Yeah, of course we've got 15 rounds as well, so it gives people a chance to maybe miss a race or two, like you said, Joel, last season. You're blaming your holiday for your title.
Yeah, we'll put it down to that. Was leading the championship before I went away, so
Yeah. By 1 point.
it was worth it. It was worth it going away. So refresh, I'm ready.
Yeah, Freshers asked, who's winning tonight and what's your 1, 2 and 3?
I'm gonna go Mr. Wednesday.
Mm.
Win it. I don't think he'll start on pole, but I reckon he'll. A few crashes in safety cars maybe, and he'll pull through.
I'm gonna go.
What about you?
I'm gonna go find Defender, Modi Warrior, and win it. But I don't know what order, but it's just those top 3.
I had you down, Vaughan, the win as your record round here. And then the rest of the podium is quite hard to predict. Well, it always is every week, to be fair. But let's have a look at this list. I think Hasbro will be up there again, and possibly Charlie or Hypers. Another one I'm going to keep an eye on tonight as well is Frenchy Boys.
He's in
Oh, yes.
The word on the street that he's actually quite quick this game.
Yes.
Tier 3 last season when he had a few races. So we'll see how he does. He's in the Alpine Reserve in tonight, 4 ways. Fresh has gone for Vaughan, Joel and Frenchy as the top 3.
I think Thomas is a good shout as well, actually. After that practice session, he didn't seem to have too many spins. Didn't seem to have a decent pace, so.
It would be good to see Thomas back on the top step of the podium.
He's also got good racecraft as well, as we've seen in the past seasons,
Yeah.
so doesn't tend to come across anyone.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to go all the way back to probably season 4 potentially, when he was last on the podium at least. Anyway. Yeah, his last podium was season 4, so 4 seasons ago now.
I was gonna say
It's
it's
96 at the end.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Thomas 96. I think it's all one word as well.
I was gonna say his stats are insane.
Yeah, he did have them a couple of seasons early on, so like season 1 and 2, when we're still building the league. He was the king of this league. 50 races, 24 wins, 25 poles, 31 podiums.
Jesus.
That is a very good record. We've got a couple of tier 3 reserving tonight. We're missing a couple of drivers. Like I said, Waze, Fitzy, who I did actually have on my Wonder Watch as well, but he is on holiday, so he's not racing.
I do believe Waze is in
Also,
the Twitch chat at the minute.
He is, yeah. I did see him say something. Scotty says a 1-2 for Haas.
It's a
Maybe
bold
something
prediction.
like Finley and Finley himself in it. Scotty reserving for Fitzy tonight in the Haas.
Be looking for points, I think, Scotty, today. That's what we've heard.
Be good. Okay, he's just joining us on the red bar still. So hopefully, well, actually everyone's on the red bar at a minute.
I was
Yeah,
going
I
to say,
think the connections are a bit.
But what I was going to say, the track itself, the setup's going to be important. I think it's going to be. You don't want to be too slow on that long straight.
Vorney's predicted a wet
You
race,
also-
so
yeah, I've been doing some wet time trials, so I've got the wet setup ready.
Yeah,
It's happened before. I think it was a wet quali once.
Yeah, yourself got pole on that one.
Yeah. I can't remember on the race
Yeah,
though.
finding the balance here is, I'd imagine, quite difficult. Because you also want to be fast through sector 2 and the S's, but the long straight is going to be the main overtaking point.
Yeah.
And as we're seeing, just a couple of clicks on your wing could gain you, well, how long that straight is, probably about 3-4 tenths, I reckon, just by maybe lowering it a click or two.
good slipstream as well. I saw in practice helps as well.
Yep, start is going to be important as well. Getting
Very,
potentially pole position is not the best place to be on this track.
as Vaughan saw last time we went around Mexico.
Yes. And start's not my strong point on this game either.
Fresh bringing up a fallen soldier in bio. Going down.
We'll talk about him tomorrow when he's
Yeah,
on the tier 3 pre-show.
I believe he's making an appearance, I've heard, so.
Yeah,
Good to
we might
speak
get
to him.
Bio on the pre-show tomorrow. But I think we've got 5 minutes left. I think we could end it there. We've got 2 drivers need to ping in the chat to find out who's missing. So, well, thank you for coming on and good luck in your race.
Thank you very much for having us.
Cheers. Be back tomorrow.
Yeah, me and Joel on comms tomorrow, so we're doing the pre-show. Well, potentially on the pre-show, but definitely comms for tier 3. And yeah, we'll end it there for now. And I'll see you in about 5 minutes. hello and welcome back to Tier 2. And as you can see, we are at Mexico tonight. We just had the pre-show with Joel and Vaughn on. And early doors, it looks like nobody's coming out too fast, and I always take that as a sign there could be rain in the race. We'll see. First out on track then. Who's going to be the first person is Poldi in the Alpine. To do our first lap of Tier 2. Looking at the grid, as mentioned in the pre-show, it's going to be very tight. Already Joel has been kicked, but at least we're starting on time tonight. Last night we had an issue, people getting kicked out of the lobby multiple times very quickly. And also we had that glitch at the start where everyone was stuck on the grid and hosts had to leave. And then the stream missed the first 2-3 laps. Here is Poldi for one on board. And the yellow flag on the pit straight away. Someone's already spun out maybe. Coming out of the pit on those cold tyres. I've seen no rain rumors, so it looks like it's going to be dry morning race. Right, here we go. Poldi setting the first lap in Tier 2 for Season 8. So long straight. As mentioned, it's hard to find a balance to get to be going to overtake it the most. Wants good straight line speed, but also stable rear to keep yourself stable through the S's. So double right hander. Head now to the S's. Turns 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've only done a couple of laps around Mexico on this game, so that did look a bit like slow motion through it. So just getting an early banker in, getting time on the board. It's very easy around here. Not sure what a good time's going to be either, but it is going to be 18.5 to start things off. Have AlphaTauri, SLR Charlie, that's more like it, 17.7. One of the contenders mentioned in the show, Haas is next, that's Finley. Looks like he invalid. And Mighty Warriors 16.9, that is much more like it. That's like the benchmark. 16s. It's going to be a target. Joel just starting a lap now. He's had a pole himself round here. As Winnett also goes P3 there. Fine defender. Fizek also setting a time. Thomas, is he back? Mentioned, well, Joel mentioned he has some pace. Well, he did have it in the practice session. Hopefully he convert it into tonight's race. I mean, good to see Thomas back as Mercedes off there. Moya goes wide but keeps his time just about, maybe just kept it in the limits. Line currently, but it won't be an improvement. So he's coming in this lap. So it's the Haas next. Finley, he's been valid dated as well. toe in Red Bull this season. Born about a tenth off pole time at the minute. A lot of traffic here in sector 3 now. Minutes is backed off. Now we cross the line. Paul was low from tier 3 tonight. He's going to put himself P5 next to his teammate. 17.8. My defender coming around. He's on a lap. A fair few invalidations already on the first run. Joel has backed off his one and starting again. Let's check on Thomas. He has invalidated. He's geared himself up for the next run. Williams incoming. Williams first. That is going to be. Make sure he's out of the way of any traffic. Getting a soundboard with Lenny. I think he's the next one across the line. Just come through the S's. Got McLaren behind. Lenny. So he has more pace this game. We'll see how he does. Pace in P6 is not bad at all. Beats final event by 1 millisecond. So P6 currently for Lenny. Then we have Joel going up to P11. It's the second flying lap, and then we have Hypers just starting a lap. Let's stay on board with Hypers. And on board with making his 7-yard debut. See how he gets on. One to watch, I think. Through the first few corners. Second DRS straight, which also counts as the first. Don't worry, we'll keep nice and tight. How he navigates the S's. Misses the apex slightly on the first turn. That looks fairly decent, but then there we go, loses the rear. That's a nice 360 for us. And he carries on going, but see how easy it is to lose the rear now. We saw in Spain last night, turn 3 was the main culprit. Before you can go flat out through there, but now he can't. Mentioned how tough the S's were in this new patch. I was demonstrating that. It's Tom on the board, and he's going to go again. Perhaps should have pitted though, because he's got 20% ERS, so in previous time. I don't think it'll be a competitive one without extra bit of ERS. Someone's in the purple sector is Finley. He's yet to set a time. Let's see if he can get the S's without invalidating. No, he's done exactly the same thing. Oh, and there's another one. Who is that? Is that Thomas? Or Money Warrior? Is Money Warrior at that time? That could be a common theme tonight. 2 drivers, well 3 drivers going off there. And there we go, French boys, we said he's found some pace somewhere in this game. And he puts himself on provisional pole. 16.8, a 10th quicker than Money Warrior. And there's a lot of cars in sector 3 right now, so we'll try and keep an eye on who's coming through. 5 seconds through first, he's invalidated though. And then Money Warrior we saw had a spin. Here goes Finley, who's a bad one. Winnett's starting a lap now. So the other one is Scotty. Is he on another lap? Yes, he's 5 tenths up and goes P11. Filling in for Fitzy tonight in the Haas from tier 3. coming in. Someone just hit a purple sector, that's fine defender. Currently down to P14. Aston Martin now across the line, that is Jay Hutchison, just starting a lap, but fine defender. A little bit wide on the final corner. And invalidates his time. So Poldy here is 1.1 seconds up. Going down to P17. Next to across the line, he's got Taro behind him, which is Vizek or Charlie. We'll keep an eye on Vizek's time if it changes. But here goes Poldy, and he goes up to P6. So 1 and 6 for the 2 Alpines. I think that was Vizek who just crossed the line but did not improve. Winnets, there you go, Mr. Wednesday is back in action. It goes 2 tenths quicker than Frenchy boys. 16.6, so maybe the low 16s is going to be the pole time. We still have 6.5 minutes to go this qualifying session. We're yet to see a few of the big boys as well. We've got Hasbo, Chai have not put a decent lap together yet. Vizek's usually very good at qualifying, down 17th, so I think we're going to see a few change hypers as well. Here he comes again, Willie. No, he's on the outlap side. Good spin on the outlap. We have Thomas as well. He's put himself P5, which I didn't even see. Missed that one. Good showing from Ferrari too. Jay Hutchison's apparently 3 seconds up, so that's correct. There we go. Now he's 2 seconds down. There we go. Traffic in sector 3 again. Vizek's got no wing. He's in contact with the wall somewhere. Minutes coming in, so we have a Red Bull next. That is Vaughan. Currently P2, which I also missed. He jumped ahead of Frenchy boy. Kays has lost it through the S section. He's retired from the session. Ferrari. There he goes. Same place again. And I think another car's gone off there as well. Who's that? So yellow flag still there. Can't find who it is. Oh, that was Kays. I was looking for from last season. Kays was in there. There goes Thomas, 2 tenths up, and he jumps his teammate and almost into P3. Yeah, Thomas looks competitive this year in this tier. Jay Hutchison with a good P8 as well. He's about hypers starting on another lap. And again, he's out of ERS, so maybe another bad lap from Hypers. I can't put one together now. Muddy Warrior back on the provisional pole for him now. Yeah, he is back on provisional pole. He got provisional pole earlier on. 16.5. Just under 4 minutes left. Session, plenty of time. We've got Joel still down P14. There we go, up to P9 now. So a better lap from Joel. Next cross lines is a Haas. That's Scotty on the out lap. Thomas is on the in lap. What about this Mercedes? This Podgy Porter will go on board with Podgy. It's only 7 tenths up, so this will jump him up the order. Potentially up to P6. Notice a very good last sector. It looks a bit shaky through there. Over the curb as well. Get off that screen because that's a horrible noise. And there we go, P7 for Podgy. Really good lap for Podgy. Show him what we can potentially do tomorrow night as we head to Abu Dhabi tomorrow for Tier 3. I think it is. No, it's Belgium, sorry. Belgium for Tier 3 tomorrow. And there we go, Frenchy boys back on the pole. It's going to be switching around a lot in the next minute and a half or 2 minutes, I would think. Friendship Boy showing he has got the pace in Tier 2 this season. Last season he was Tier 3 when he was with us for a few races. Scotty is next in Hassie's, was currently half a tenth down in Sector 2. See if he completes this lap. No, he's had a bad Sector 3. So the Mercedes has no Podgy next. But or not, no, it's bad dated. Minutes on the out lap. Have Podgy just behind, yep. Check on Vizek as he, next one he is. 1 second up nearly. 19th. Put a good lap together. Just going to jump up the order. And there we go, P6 of Isaac, really good lap. It was exactly the same lap time as his AlphaTauri teammate Charlie. Now on an out lap. Someone just jumped up the order, I think that's Fine Defender up to P9. And then we have another car, Alpine comes online. That is... changes there, looking at the leaderboards, everyone's starting their laps. 1 minute left of the session. Hypus on an out lap. Can he get round? It's going to be tight. Should be okay. Not if he's got to get out of the way for that lap. Finley down in 20th place to 1:39.4. Yeah, I did notice that, well, last night when I did it with Rhino, exactly at the same time. And also before, and then we go Finley again. That is because Finley's last chance to put a competitive lap in. And he is the latest victim of the S's. Here we go then. We have 2 seconds left. Did Hypers make it? Yes, he did. We have a few guys who have not made it round or finished. Friendship Boy has finished, so he's not going to improve. So it opens the door for someone else to take that off. Hasbo, where did he go? Up to P11, only P11 for Hasbo. And he's actually gonna complete his lap. He's 8 seconds up still. And does improve by 11 seconds, but it's P20. So here we go, and can anybody dislodge Friendship Boy from that pole position? We have Paul, who's abandoned his lap last second. And we have Poldy next, currently P10, he's on an in lap. Then we have the 2 Ferraris, who is first. Thomas is validated, so Muddy Warrior, he's 2 tenths up. This could be potential pole coming up. It's looking very good. 2 poles last season in Tier 2, and he's on pole again, and that's a very good lap. 16.2, 2 tenths quicker. Minutes to validate. He's got a massive queue behind him. Traffic everywhere. McLaren. One has not put a lap together, so I think that is it. Anti-climax of everyone invalidating their final lap. A good performance there from Friendship Boy. Muddy Warrior will be on pole for the 3rd time. So yeah, got 4th time actually. 4th time. Thomas looks like he's competitive this season in Tier 2. Any other little surprises up here? Podgy Porter, very good performance for him. I think the main surprises are not get a lap together. Hansbo, Joel, Hypers and Finley. So there we go, let's run down the grid. It is Muddy Warrior on pole for this first race in Tier 2 of the season. Frenchy Boy P2 alongside him. Winnets and Vaughan on the second row. Thomas P5, Fisek. And Charlie getting exactly at the same time. Two teammates. Podgy Porter P8, Fine Defender P9. Poldy rounds up the top 10. And then we have Hasbo, Jay Hutchison, Joel, Paul, Toto, Lenny, Scotty, Hypers, Kays who DNF'd, and then Finley. So let me just have a quick screenshot of this because we know what Cody's like. Especially after last night's antics. And we have a dry start by the looks of things. Let me just tell the boys when they're ready up. Let's go at 55. So 3 minutes. So, as mentioned by Pete last night, I can't get the race director up, but there we go. Obviously, the strategy is different this year. You don't have to start on the tyre that you qualify on. The standard is going to be a medium hard on pretty much all tracks, I'd imagine. And then you might see a few people gamble on the softs at the start potentially. You can do a soft hard on most tracks as well, I've seen, but probably not faster than the medium hards. So it does mix things up. You'll see, well, it suits me anyway, because I feel like I'm better in the racing and qualifying. So when you're not on the soft tyres, you do see a difference between who can race, who has good race pace, and who's good at qualifying in general. So they're not used to racing on those tyres. But after that qualifying, who's in the chat? Who are we saying is going to win this after that qualifying? Let's bring this up for the list. I still think Vaughan is going to be top 3. He's settled. He's what's the word for it? A racecraft is good. He calculates the risks. He doesn't. If he doesn't need to go for a move, he'll wait his opportunity to get past, which ultimately got him the title last season. He was on the podium 8 times. But he looks like he can be going aggressive for starting out. He's on the softs currently, Podgy. But it looks like a lot of people on the hards. We also have Joel and Paul essentially going for softs. Could work with an early safety car. Nutty Ray, how are you doing, Ian? How are you, sir? Going for the Muddy Warrior win. A long time no speak. Hope you're doing well. So then let's have a look at the tyres. So yes, Vaughan has gone aggressive off the start, which is quite surprising. Also aggressive is Joel, Paul, Lenny, all gone for the sauce, and then is a mixed bag. Watch out for Vaughan at the start. P4 on the grid, long straight down to turn 1. He's going to get a rocket start compared to those 3 in front of him, and there'll be no surprise to see him in the lead at turn 1. Obviously, starting on sauce is going to potentially compromise this race later on if that strategy works. Fair play to him, boys. I think Thomas just spun off there in the formation lap. Can't laugh because I did exactly the same thing last night. Yeah, good in. Good. The old Rainbow Six Siege days when the game was good. Me, you, Pete, Jay. That's fun times. Oh, and is that? God, can't be Thomas again, surely. It is Thomas again. Well, at least the tyres is going to be warm enough for the start. And with 5 seconds going for the overtake. It's probably a little spin as well, and we line up for the first race here in Tier 2 of the season. Predicted pit stop strategy. There we go, hard to medium, lap 20 it says, but I have to see if Thomas makes his way back to his P5 position. There's a lot of people who missed immersive formation laps. Hopefully no issues tonight. Are we going to get a start, or am I going to have to leave to fix the lobby? I think it's happened again, isn't it? I think we might miss the start. So I think maybe potentially take this formation lap off until this bug is fixed. Yeah, so I'm going to have to back out of this and then rejoin. Let me see. So we're going to miss the start of the race. Same as last night. Unless I can get back in very quickly. Standard Cody stuff, I think we might have to take the formation lap off, potentially. Yeah, I've got the exact same thing with Pete, so I've got maybe we'll try it tomorrow with a driver, but then again it will be quite unfair if they have to back out the driver host. It could be like a spectator glitch, who knows, but I think the formation lap will be gone. But they're saying that it has worked in the other leagues I've raced in so far, so, and they have no spectators, so it could be a spectator glitch. Right, there we go. Now telling me the servers are down. Oh, come on. Let's try again. I'll have to restart the game again, am I? Third time, maybe. What, 18 18,000 Bitcoin. And then the standard menu glitch that you get when you reset the game. I am going to come back to 10 DNS, I think. Okay, let's try it again. So it really not going to let me back in the game at all. I don't think it's going to let me down. Let me reset the whole lot and I'll be back in a couple of minutes.